Hi guys, so today I filmed my best of beauty for 2014 for you. Wasn't requested to do this by anybody. I just kind of thought of doing it on my own to show you guys my personal favorite products that I really loved. Maybe it'll help you guys find some products that you enjoyed too if you give them a shot, and maybe you love them, who knows. So let me know what you guys think of the video. If you like it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it, subscribe to me. You know, tell your aunts, tell your uncles, tell your grandmas. So I'm not going to talk much, I'll just let you go ahead and get on to the video. So thank you for watching and I'll see you guys soon. Bye! Okay, so I'm going to start with how I normally would go in the order of doing my face, and that is going to be with primers. The primer that really stood out to me this year was Benefit Professional because it is exactly what it says it does. It fills in your pores. This was a special edition tube that I got from Ulta. The normal tubes run for $30 and this one was $45, but it's a lot bigger, and I literally had this from summer of 2013, so it lasted me half of that year, all through 2014, and I still have a little bit left. So this tube, if they ever bring it back, you must get it. It's $15 more, and it lasted me almost two years? Almost 2 years? That moment when you don't know how to count. It lasted me a really long time. I highly recommend it. I've tried a ton of primers. I have a ton that I like. This one is just my absolute favorite. It just holds your makeup all day long. I can't say much more about it other than it is the best primer, in my opinion, ever. Right after that, I would go on to foundation. I only have 2 foundations. I really don't have a lot. I tried to really narrow it down to give you guys kind of my opinion. You know, I don't want to have 50 foundations and 30 primers, so I kind of really tried to narrow it down. This one is my favorite foundation, I think, ever, but it is matte, which I can work with, you know, that's fine. But people are walking by. So I think this would have to be my favorite foundation ever, maybe. With these 2 foundations, my skin always gets complimented. I always get asked what foundation I'm wearing. I always ask what, you know, where to get them at and everything like that. I literally always get a compliment when I'm wearing these foundations. So the first one is for the people who like to be matte. That is the EX1 Invisiwear foundation. As you can see, mine's almost gone. The color doesn't match me spot on. You can only get these online from what I know. I got mine off of lookfantastic.com. And the thing that I do have to say is the bad side about it is they only have 5 colors. You know, 5 colors isn't really a lot to choose from, obviously, and not everyone's going to be able to get one. So I got mine in F100 because I'm pretty pale, we'll be honest. It lasts the whole day. It's just beautiful. It leaves your skin looking matte for hours. I can blot one time throughout the day with this foundation and I'm fine. Other foundations, I have to keep blotting, keep doing this, keep doing that. I have very oily skin and it's hard to contain the beast. So that is my favorite matte foundation, and then I have a luminous foundation, and I'm sure everyone can pretty much guess this. It's a Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Pretty much everybody on YouTube who does beauty has talked about this. It's a really great foundation. This is the one that I think I get complimented when I'm wearing this one more than the other. I always get asked what I'm wearing. This one is high-end. Oh, and by the way, this one I believe is $16 on lookfantastic.com. This one I can't really tell you the price. I got mine when I was on vacation. In Europe, so you know, euros, dollars, they're not the same, so I don't know how much this actually retails for here. But yes, if you have to choose 2 foundations to go with, I would choose the EX1 and the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. Right after foundation, I would go on to my concealer, and I only have one because it's from the drugstore. It's cheap, it's amazing, I love it, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is talked about a lot too. It is a really good concealer. I would just say this is it's affordable. I think it's about $7, and it's a multi-purpose concealer, you know. I use it for under my eyes almost every day, and I use it to prime my lids sometimes. So this one stood out to me, but you can really build up the coverage on what you'd like, and I use it everywhere. I use it under my eyes, on my forehead, down my nose, on my chin, right here. I use it everywhere. It is a great concealer, and I highly recommend it. $7, you can't beat it. Right after concealer, I would normally go on to contouring or bronzing, whatever I'm going to do for the day. The bronzer that stood out to me the most that I fell in love with was the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This one is a little bit more brown, and that's what I kind of liked about it. I don't really like an orange bronzer. I don't think that really looks nice on your skin. So if I had to choose, I would definitely go with Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and mine is in the color Medium Deep Matte Bronze. So that was for bronzing, and then to actually contour. I mean, I used it for contouring too, but if I had to choose a contour powder, I would have to say the Anastasia contour kit stole my heart this year. I was so beyond skeptical about buying this because it was really hyped up, and you guys know it was hyped up too. I believe it came out in the end of 2013, and it was hyped up about all through 2014. There's no doubt about it. Every time it was in Sephora, it was sold out. Online, sold out. Ulta, sold out. So I have the original. I don't use these two right here. I just don't really like them. So I do use the banana powder in all 3 contour shades. And I'd have to say, if you are skeptical about buying it like I was, just spend the money, get it. And if you don't like it, you can always return it and get the money back. So I would definitely recommend the Anastasia contour kit because it's the bomb. After bronzer and contour and all that, I would go on to my blush. These two I would say had to be my absolute 2 favorites for the year. This one is by Benefit. It is called Lolly Tint, and it really got, in my opinion, this is when I noticed it, was when the Radiant Orchid collection came out last year. It's a liquid blush and it looks like a nail polish, so don't confuse it. But it looks like this, and you put it on your cheeks, or you can use it as a lip stain too. I wore this all summer long, and if I wasn't wearing this, I was wearing this one by MAC. This is called Stereo Rose, and this one was a limited edition one, I believe. But I know I've seen them online. You can, not on MAC.com, but they're on eBay and things like that. It's so beautiful. It's like this peachy pink blush, and it's got little gold flecks running through it, so when you put it on your cheeks just like glow. You look like a not a disco ball. So these 2 blushes I would highly recommend. I loved these. I literally think I only wore these 2 the entire summer because I loved them that much. 2 more blushes I fell in love with a little bit towards fall and the end of the year was this one by MAC too. It's called Melba. This is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. It's got like, I don't know how you would describe it, like a pinky orangish tint to it, but in the pan it just looks like it's going to be this really pretty pink. So Melba, I think, can really go with anything. It is a matte bronzer, and I really feel like it goes with almost any look that you have. Like, you know, usually when you do something with your eyes, you have to pick out what blush is going to look good with it. Melba pretty much goes with anything. Right after Melba was this color right here in my little MAC palette called Gingerly. Gingerly was more of a fall color for me. I don't know how much I'll be wearing this in the summer, but it's a beautiful, I don't really know how I would describe this. Like a pinky brown color in a way. I loved it. I don't know how much I'll be wearing it in the summer, like I said, but it was gorgeous. So that's MAC Melba and MAC Gingerly were 2 matte blushes that were great for me of 2014. Hold on, you gotta wait for her to pull her car out of the driveway, then she's gotta shut the garage. There's the garage. And then I have 3 highlighters for you. One is a little bit more of a champagne color, one is a little bit of a more neutral color, and then I have a gold one. The gold one I'm not so much in love with, but I figured I'd throw a gold in here, and this one was my favorite out of all the gold highlighters that I own. So I'll start off with this because let's say it's the champagne one, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows what it's going to be. Of course, Becca Opal took the cake for 2014. It literally, people blew this up, and it was a gorgeous highlight. I'm wearing it on my cheeks today too. I'm wearing actually a lot of the stuff I'm mentioning. It's a gorgeous champagne shade. I have it pretty much like all over my whole hand right there, so you can see it. But I absolutely loved this. It was so hyped up for all the right reasons. It looks beautiful on like everybody. Anybody can wear it. I absolutely adored it. There's not much else to say about it other than Becca Opal is one of the most amazing highlighters I have ever seen in my life. Another favorite of mine following up right after that was this one by Bobbi Brown. This was a limited edition one, but I'm sure you can find it online somewhere. It is in the color Sandstone. This one, it's messed up right there because I was running eyeshadow brushes through it. I don't want to talk about it. This one is absolutely beautiful. In my opinion, it's a little bit more neutral. So that is Sandstone right there. Both, I would say this one you could get away with a little bit more of everyday wear than the other 2. And it's gorgeous and everybody needs it in their life. I would have to say these 2 are my absolute favorite highlighters ever, and then I have one more. This one I wanted to throw in a gold, and this is my favorite gold that I have, but I wouldn't say this is one of my absolute favorite must-have highlighters, but it is my favorite gold highlighter. So if you like gold, I would go ahead and try to find this one. I'm sorry you guys, I didn't realize how many limited edition items that I had. This one was limited edition too. This one is by Dior, and it is called the Dior Skin Nude Tan, and it's this gold highlight. I'm gonna wear this all summer, I already know. So it looks like that. It's gorgeous. If you want a gold highlight, if you can find this one, if you can get your hands on it, the Dior Skin Nude Tan, it's the most, I think this is the most beautiful gold highlight I've ever laid eyes on. Whew. Next, I only have a few shadows for you. I wear a lot of eyeshadows, but these ones are the ones that I loved the most. This one's a pigment, but you know, it counts. This one is Tan by MAC. It's right there. It is absolutely stunning, and this one is a really well-known product from MAC. It's really gorgeous. I love it, and I'm really glad that I bought it because I almost didn't, but I'm really glad that I did. Next, we have a shadow by Urban Decay, and this one is, I can't get it out. Okay. I have it in my little custom palette right here. This one is by Urban Decay, and it is called Easy Baked. It's this top left one right here. It's a gold shadow, and it looks beautiful, and I know this is one of those shadows that would just look, it will look good on everybody. I wore this all year. I still wear it. I wore it during the fall, during the summer, during the spring. Seriously, golds, you can never go wrong with golds. They always look beautiful. So Easy Baked by Urban Decay is one of the most beautiful gold shadows I've ever owned. These are the last shadows I'm going to talk about because these ones are just, you can't go wrong with this brand. They literally have so many colors and such a good selection of colors to choose from. So let's go ahead and just announce the best shadows of 2014 was Makeup Geek, of course. So I have my little custom Z palette right here, and the shadows that I have in it is
Gold Digger, Beaches and Cream, Frap, Goddess, Peach Smoothie, Creme Brulee, Cocoa Bear, and Bitten.
And I used pretty much, I only didn't use these two. I wasn't so crazy about Gold Digger and Goddess, but Makeup Geek seriously has some of the best shadows ever. They're about $6 a pan, and a lot of people say they are like MAC. I don't really own MAC shadows because they are so expensive, but you can't really go wrong with $6 shadows, you know, and then you can make your own Z palette. You just get to customize everything to your liking. You get to personalize it, customize it, whatever you want to do with it, it's yours. So Makeup Geek does have a little bit of everything. They have shadows, blushes, pigments, brushes, and I believe they're coming out with lipsticks this year, so I heard from Marlena. This is my favorite pigment from them though. This is called Afterglow, and it is a like white gold. I wore this baby out this year. It looks like that. You could even wear this as a highlight on your cheeks. So I guess I'll go ahead and do brushes because I wanted to save the lip products for the last because, you know, lip products are everybody's favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. This replaced my beauty blender. I had my beauty blender for a while, and I was at Ulta one day and I saw this and I had heard a few good things about it, so I picked it up. This baby is so underhyped. It makes your makeup look so beautiful. I have the Sigma F82. This little baby does what brushes can't do. Brushes leave streak marks on your face, and I can't stand that. This does not leave any marks whatsoever. I can't say enough good things about it. Don't buy the beauty blender is what I have to say. I would not spend the $20 on the beauty blender again. This baby was $6 at Ulta. I would buy 10 of these instead of 3 original beauty blenders. I seriously love this. If I had to choose, but I would hands down say this over the beauty blender any day. And then I've got a few eye brushes for you. I have 2 for blending. These two take the cake for me. This one is the E40 by Sigma. This one is great. This one's fluffy and it's really great for, you know, getting product everywhere. And then I have the MAC 217. This one's a little bit more precise for the crease. These two, I'd say if you are doing shadows and things like that, these are 2 necessary brushes. You don't really, I think, need a flat brush. You can use your finger and put it all over your lid and then go in with this and blend it out. So I'd say these are 2 absolutely necessary brushes that if you're going to be doing makeup, everybody should own. So that is the MAC 217 and the E40 by Sigma. And then I have my Real Techniques contouring brush. That's what I use every day to contour, and I feel like this is the easiest brush to contour with. It comes in a set. I don't think you can buy it individually at Ulta, but it comes in a set, and the set's about like $15, so you get, I think it's like 3 or 4 other brushes to go with it. So this baby is my favorite thing to contour with. And then my favorite blush brush is the MAC 129. I don't know why, I just love this little brush. It's actually not little, it's very big. I just love this brush so much, and I don't know why, but this was my favorite. It was my absolute favorite to do my blush with. And then if you're going to be highlighting, I feel like you always need a fan brush or some type of brush to do it, but in my personal opinion, it has to be a fan brush. So I would say this one is the easiest one to use. It's the Sephora Collection fan brush. It just says Pro Fan Brush. I don't know if that's the name of it. And the reason why I got this is because I had the really fat Sedona lace one, and because when I got this, the brush wouldn't fit into there, but this one fits in there perfectly. I needed a little brush, so I feel like this one is my favorite. Everybody needs a fan brush in my opinion, and this is the one I would go to. Now I'm going to talk about my absolute favorite things in the world, which is lipsticks and lip glosses. I'm going to say a lot of these are pinks and nudes and things like that because those are just my favorite colors ever. So, I mean, those are just my favorite ones to use, so don't kill me, but those are my favorite. So these are the Urban Decay Revolutionary lipsticks. I believe I got these in the beginning of 2014, and I wore these suckers out all year long. So this one is called Native. As you can see, this is like all I have left, barely anything. And this is your perfect everyday lipstick that you could literally wear with anything. I feel like this lipstick goes so far, and not many people I think know about it. It's just beautiful. I don't know why it's like such an underrated lipstick, but it could go with anything I'm talking. So that's my favorite. And then right after that we have this one, is called Obsessed. And this one's a little bit more of a bubblegum pink. And I wore it alone some days, but for the most part I would actually mix the two together, and I loved the shade that it made. So that's Native and Obsessed. So this next one is by MAC. This is the color Please Me. This is a matte finish, and it's just another pink, of course. And it's got kind of like a little bit of a blue undertone to it, but I wore this. I never wore this by itself. I have to say I always threw this lip gloss on top of it. This is the color Floor Abundance, and it's kind of this like milky pink, but I just never wore it by itself. I always threw Floor Abundance over it. But you can kind of see it like that. But those are the two together. Floor Abundance and Please Me are right there. This one is for that Kylie Jenner lip that everybody obsessed over. It's not as brown as I think hers was, but this is on that train, that Kylie Jenner thing that we had going on all year long that people were going crazy for. This is by MAC, and this is in the color Faux. And it's this color right here. It's a pinky brown. That is probably an everyday shade too. You could wear this with not anything I wouldn't say, but you can wear this a lot. So that is for those people who want the Kylie Jenner lip. I would definitely give Faux a try by MAC. And I think this last lipstick has to be my favorite pink I own. And I own a lot of pinks. This little baby is by Jaclyn Hill. It is called Buttercup. It is beautiful. I don't even know like where to begin with this. It is my favorite pink lipstick ever. So that's Buttercup right there. She also has her lip gloss Buttercream, which I own, but Buttercup is just, I can't with it. This is just my I can't lipstick. I will have to say you do have to really build the color up on your lips, which is okay. I normally go over and layer my lipsticks a few times, but this one you have to really layer it on to get that true color, and I'm not sure why. I mean, that's okay. You do have to go touch up, but the color is just so worth it. So you can find this on GerardCosmetics.com. There's coupon codes everywhere. Don't pay full price. Look up a coupon code on Google for Gerard Cosmetics and you will get some money off. My last favorite lip gloss is also by Gerard Cosmetics. It's called Shimmer of Hope, and I feel like this is that lip gloss that can go on top of anything. So that's the color Shimmer of Hope right there, and here is the packaging for the Gerard Cosmetics lip gloss. So it's got this cute little gold cap, and then you open it, there's a mirror on the other side, and there's a light on the inside of the cap. So at nighttime, you know, you need to touch up your gloss, you just look in the mirror, apply it with your light, and you're good to go. So those are my favorite lip products for 2014. So that is it for my beauty favorites of 2014, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me suggestions on what you guys want to see, because I pretty much just came up with this on my own. No one really requested me to do this or anything like that, but I really want to know what you guys want to see, so I'm really excited to be doing YouTube and all of this for 2015. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. I don't have anything else to say except I will see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. This one, I can't. Makes your skin matte, and the matteness, and I don't really want to look, you know, orange. I don't want to look like a Oompa Loompa walking through the mall. But I just love this brush. I have the loudest neighbors in the world. Like, really? Can you not? I'm filming a video. I'm just kidding. I'm really not that mean. Matte, which I can work with, you know, that's fine. But